use the ground and get a high hopper. Both of those times, though, taking the pitch and lining it. She's not executed the way she intended.
You have tuned in, expecting to see Virginia Tech and UCLA. That game underway on ESPN News. And we'll get you out to Westwood. We are done in Norman. Ducks out of the Pac-12. One and done in the Pac-12 tournament, the last ever Pac-12 tournament. We're going to push every button imaginable to try to get back in this one. Carlson on some high heat.
And the movement superior. Starting to move so much better than early on in the game. Jumping up in the zone.
Carlson, fly ball, right center, playable. Coleman gives way to Core. And the fourth consecutive 1-2-3 frame toss by Kelly Maxwell. In control in Norman.
What's in your wallet?
The team of big personalities flexing on a Saturday here in Norman, Oklahoma, home of the Sooners. 4-1 our score. Jenny Ritter, Roy Philpott here at Love's Field. Only run of the game for the Ducks. A solo shot off the bat of Ariel Carlson. That came way back in the first. Since then, all, and I repeat, all Kelly Maxwell.
Yeah, all Kelly Maxwell has been on fire. 7 Ks. Tired those last 14 batters faced. Getting stronger and stronger as the innings have gone on. And unfortunately for the Ducks, I think the movement has gotten better and has been harder for them to make their adjustments.
Pinch hitter is Quincy Lilio. 30 ABs this season. Taylor Spencer remains in the circle for the Oregon Ducks. A reminder, Virginia Tech, UCLA coming up on ESPN as soon as we are done here. You can catch that game currently on ESPN News. Ducks jumped out to that early 1-0 lead before Oklahoma responded with 2 in the bottom of the first. Tori Jennings happened in our last inning, a 2-run homer, her 21st of the season. 94th of her career. Lilio deep in the hole at second, and a spinning throw is accurate from Katie Flannery. And that's one way to do it.
Katie Flannery made this look easy. This took a hop on this last bounce. She's going back on it. Look at how she takes it and just puts a glove on it and makes a great throw as well.
That may have been the most awkward hop we've seen in any regional so far.
It looks like it was going to just take an easy hop, and all of a sudden took a quick turn on her.
I'm not sure Riley Boone has had a uneventful at-bat so far this weekend. Every time she comes up, it seems like she's making something happen. Crowd responds with a chorus of boos, not boos. Coach Gasso reminded us of that. She said, they're not booing Riley. We're like, we know, Coach. We got you. So just making sure.
I love it, too, when she gets on base and they do it again, and she just eats it up, and she welcomes the crowd. And how great is it, by the way, to have a number 9 hitter batting .420?
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. A luxury. You don't get a moment to take a deep breath against this lineup. And
yeah. I think sometimes as a pitcher, you get down to that 7, 8, 9, you can take sometimes a deep breath and say, okay, you just go and attack the bottom of the lineup. Not here.
Back to the circle, stab by Spencer, 2 away. And that was in one movement. The glove just swooped down, grabbed the ball over to first before you know it.
Yeah, a little bit of a reaction, but much better inning here for Spencer. Attacking the zone a little bit better when she got in the 5th. Throwing a few more balls than maybe she needed to. Looking to settle down a little bit more here, attacking the zone.
Coleman slaps it to left field. Inning continues.
And as patient as this team is, they first pitch swing when they see the pitch they like. Jada Coleman does that here. Strike on the outside corner. She just sends it oppo. Gets herself on. OU looking to start a 2-out rally here as the top of the lineup comes back up.
Coleman, his way to Maya Bland, pinch runner. Sooners would love to add one more run to the tally. The Ducks down potentially to their final 3 outs. Parker's 1 for 3. Infield single over to first in the 5th inning. Later came around to score on the Jennings homer. You and I spoke early in the week after learning about our assignment here in Norman. And one of the first things that you mentioned to me, Ella Parker, freshman phenom. You can sense her confidence growing after the Big 12 tournament. Her ability to stay calm under pressure. Hit 700 in a championship run.
She told us too that her favorite line is play with nothing to lose and everything to gain, and that was her response when I asked her, how did you earn a spot in a lineup that's so difficult to break into and not feel stressed about having to maintain that? I keep it simple and I play with nothing to lose and everything to gain, and again, maturity beyond her years, and it's kept her in this lineup and kept her as one of kind of the more successful hitters. Just hard to say in a lineup that's this good.
Hitting .411. The 3-2. Crushed! Right center field and gone.
You were expecting, almost expecting Ella Parker to eventually hit one out. Every at-bat has gotten better for Ella Parker this game. She saw this pitch, she connected, beautiful extension. She got her barrel on the ball and sent it out of the park. The fan that caught that ball, the happiest one in the park right now. Puts 2 more on the board.
Curtain call. She just stepped out of the dugout for a second. The crowd was chanting her first name over and over, and with good reason. Her 12th home run of the season. RBIs 56 and 57.
And just does not make the moment too big. And again, her at-bats tell the story. First inning, she strikes out. 3rd inning, she pops it out in the outfield. 5th inning, she gets a hit. 6th inning, she hits it out of the park. She makes adjustments every at-bat, and every at-bat has had a better result. To me, so outstanding to be able to see how she's been able to do that from at-bat to at-bat. And she's just a freshman. I love it. I love it. I'm such a fan of hers.
6-1 OU. Stevie Hansen in the circle for Oregon.
think you had to make a change. I think that there was a lot that Spencer was throwing. She found a way to get some outs, but there was no doubt these last couple batters between Coleman and Parker were really finding a way to hit the strikes, and Spencer was throwing some balls that they weren't looking to attack. If you're not throwing balls out of the zone that you're getting some weaker hits and you're throwing strikes in the zone that they're hitting hard, you've got to make that change. Hansen goes in. Again, the pitching staff that is used here for the Ducks. Hansen throws east, west, and up. She's going to go up in the zone. Good chase rate on her rise ball. But to that point, you're going to throw a rise ball to this OU team, especially a team that has seen pitches kind of on the upper third part of the zone so far today. You've got to be careful to make sure that it gets up in that zone and moves.
Does not get any easier. Tiare Jennings, 21 home runs this season, 2 extra base hits so far today. And speaking of extra bases, the top of the order has provided all the power this afternoon in Norman. This game almost a carbon copy of what went down last night against Cleveland State. Tight contest about halfway home. And the Sooners find a different gear. How about Omaha and the damage Mavericks are doing? The Columbia Regional, a couple of wins already. This one, 2 hops to Bird at third. Ella Parker, the freshman phenom.
She just sends it out of the park. A no-doubter. Put another 2 on the board for Oklahoma.